I scream, you scream. We all scream for ice cream. One of the most popular desserts in all of the world, ice cream makes us all melt in cravings when we think about it. Ice cream is one of the coolest things humans have ever whipped up. Spanning from the ice cream capital of the world, the US, to the gelato creaminess over in Italy, even to the new crazed rolled ice cream of Thailand. Ice cream makes us all our mouths water in cravings. Today, we'll first take a look at the large scoop of history behind ice cream. Then and we'll go and see how ice cream is really made. And finally, we'll look at all the different types of ice cream around the world before we melt away. Let's scoop on over and take a look at the surprising history of ice cream. The first ice cream related substance dates all the way back to the Romans, where, according to the IDFA, the Romans would take snow and drizzle honey or flower nectar on it to create a sweet refreshment during the conquest of Europe. But the proper existence of ice cream started after Marco Polo whipped up his account of the East in his memoir and showed it to the Europeans in the 1500s. After that, cafes began to pop up and serve their flavor of blended milk, cream, butter, and eggs as ice cream. But due to the expensive nature of keeping things frozen, ice cream was just kept in the back of the freezer out of the reach of the general population, where only the rich and elite can enjoy that frozen creaminess. That was until 1851, when our hero, Jacob Fussell, combined the new industrial revelations of the steam power, mechanical refrigeration, and the packing machine to finally grace us all with a mass production of ice cream. Soon after, ice cream parlors and homemade ice cream began to skyrocket in popularity and froze its way all across the US. Ice cream shook through many different flavors and styles, becoming one of America's core foods. Now, let's head on over to our favorite ice cream parlor and see just how that mysterious frigid dessert is really made. Ice cream has remained relatively the same since its creation. The main ingredients are simply milk, sugar, and cream. Those ingredients are then combined as well as other flavorings such as chocolate or chocolate chips or mint. And then, according to dairy.com, the ice cream mix is pasteurized by heating it to 185 degrees, then immediately cooled to kill off all the bacteria. After that, the ice cream is put into a freezer and frozen to get to that perfect ice cream consistency. But if store-bought ice cream doesn't do it for you, you can always look to the homemade, traditional, family-made ice cream. This is simply done. All you need to do this is simply ice, salt, sugar, and milk to make your very own delicious, sweet, homemade ice cream. To do this, you take the sugar and the milk and put it in one bag, then put that bag into another bag with the ice and salt, and you have your own creamy fill of ice cream. Now, before they all melt away, let's look at all the different kinds of ice cream from around the world. Of course, America has their staple ice cream. But we have a tub load of different flavors. Of course, we have the chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry, but there has been a ton of different flavors popping up all across the US. There has even been a flavor invented right here in Council Bluffs. The relatively popular Butterbrickle was, according to Omaha Foods, created by a candy manufacturer in Council Bluffs and then thrown in, as well as some butterscotch, into a sweet and delicious ice cream. Moving out of our hometown and over to Italy, we can find gelato, being a nice and creamier ice cream alternative. Gelato has made its mark on the country renowned for its food as one of their greatest desserts. Gelato is a nice substitute because it is also less fat, has less fat in it, and is healthier, making for a really good filling ice cream. Moving a little more down south, we can find dondurma in Turkey. You may have seen the viral videos of a crazy street vendor with a stick and a cone tricking the customer. Dondurma is able to be whipped around because of its plant base. This allows it to be sticky as well as be resistant to melting. While not served by a crazy street vendor, Thailand has managed to put a twist on ice cream that has made a lot of popularity back here in the United States. Itempad, also known as rolled ice cream, is created by first pouring the cream and sugar onto a metal sheet and then is scraped and folded until it becomes solid, And finally, it is rolled up into a roll and served. This makes for an easy to eat and really delicious ice cream. But settling back down to Council Bluffs, I personally have been working at an ice cream store for about a couple years now. This has really taught me how to make all different kinds of ice cream and been able to try tons of different flavors that I didn't even know exist. It has also helped me realize the core value ice cream plays on Americans, being able to unite families and make lasting memories. But with all that talking about ice cream, it's really starting to make me hungry. I think it's time we put a lid on it. We, of course, talked about the large scoop of history, and then we talked about all the different kinds, how ice cream is really made, and finally, we looked at all the different kinds of ice cream around the world. With all that knowledge, I think it's safe to say we can find that perfect scoop.